Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jake here from Enigmatic Chaos. Just finished up our war against AE Terson, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm just going to show you guys some attacks that I thought were quite nice. So first off, we have Seabizzle Hero number 3, punching well above his weight. I like the way that he dealt with this base. It's sort of like the box base that Gelaton's always up against in his Quest to 5000 trophy pushing series. But what he's doing here is I like what he's done here. He's he used a little mini lava loonian to come in on the side air defenses, sort of so that he can stop the balloons at the top from funneling sideways, so they all funnel straight into the core. And you can see that it works well here. He has perfect timing on it. Those top balloons are just coming down. The lava hounds are of course gonna be tanking for them. Sort of two perfect freezers. He's gonna drop another rage in the middle there, and the balloons just absolutely shred the core of this base. The lava pups and the minions can't quite take out the town hall, but you can just see that the balloons here, they're just absolutely shredding through. They got through pretty much everything, and then the only thing that's going to be left is a Tesla, an Expo, and the Queen. He's got a few clan castle troops left. He dropped some wall breakers up the top, so they just got through. You can see, I think they get through this wall too. Yep, and the wall breakers got through the second layer of walls too. So just dropping his heroes to take out the rest of the clan castle, hopefully get into the town hall compartment. He did have to use his queen's ability. I don't think it really hurts the raid that much though. So you can see his heroes are just going slightly on the outside there, and the queen is right on the town hall. Of course that has like no health left on it, so he's just going to save his hero's health and wrap it up there. A nice way to deal with the box base, coming from the sides and then from the top. I quite enjoyed it. Next up we have number 12. Now this is from Crizo11. I'll tell you a bit of a backstory behind this attack. It is a 99% 2-star. Here's the thing, right? He has been trying for so long to Cold Blood or Shatter Laloon, and he's getting really close. And he said, oh, he's going in on this base, and I was like, yeah, he's just going to use Go Wipe or something and 2-star it. But it turns out he's using Lava Loonian, and at the beginning I was like, oh no, what if he messes this up, blah blah blah. But it turns out that he did an absolutely excellent job of it, and it was just time that got to him, just time. One thing that I think would have made this a 3-star raid is if he brought his Shadow over a little bit more to the left towards that air sweeper, because he does deal with that air sweeper last, and that's ultimately what I think messes up this raid for him, because his balloons just spent ages trying to get to that air sweeper. But anyway, you can see that he's coming in with his 2 golems here, his heroes. But apart from like the air sweeper part, this was an absolutely beautiful raid, and it honestly should have been a 3-star. And even though it was a 99% 2-star, he was over the moon that he beat this base, because he did, in my eyes. Anyway, he's coming in with his kill squad here. His Archer Queen's just taking out that Wizard Tower. It's about to lock onto that Barb King, and then hopefully the Inferno Tower. So there we go, there goes the Inferno Tower, the Barb King, and she's going to work on that Expo for a bit. So now he is coming in with his Lava Loonian part of the raid, just dropping the balloons surgically, help take out all those defences, dropping another rage. Now he's only got 1 freeze left, and I don't know if he needed that first rage. He probably did, but I'm not too sure if it was necessary to drop that first rage with that many balloons. If he had that other rage and he saved it for beside here where the last air defense is, I think he might have had the 3-star. But nonetheless, we can just speculate on what happened there. But you can see that air sweeper is just going to work on his balloons right now. I was watching this attack live and I was like, oh my gosh, that air defense is just going to shrek his balloons. But they do take out the air defense soon enough. Now you can see, we'll count the seconds. So 1 minute 5 seconds. We're going to count how long it takes for his balloons to get to the air sweeper. That's 5 seconds, 7, 10 seconds so far. They're about to lock on. Just about. And there it goes. That was 20 seconds that the air sweeper held off his balloons after they took down that air defense. In my opinion, that's what cost the raid the 3-star at the end. Like I said, if he had brought his Shadow over a little bit and took out that air sweeper with his Shadow, as well as the Inferno Tower and all that, which I think his heroes were capable of doing, he would have had that 3-star. Now we'll just fast forward here because it's just cleanup. Just stuck on that high hit point storage there, and you can see just that very last Dark Barracks, and I can tell you Chris was really upset with this raid. But again though, he was upset and happy because it did work, but just didn't quite get there. Now next we have Greg. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Greg had a 6-star war. Excellent war, Greg. Greg's one of our max Town Hall 9s. Now I chose this replay because I wanted to get 2 Town Hall 9 replays in here, and one of the Town Hall 9s got 3-star by Town Hall 10 because our 9s couldn't quite do it this war. But he's coming in with a Shattered Goho, I think it is. Or a Shattered... yeah, I think he has an Asian wall on the top right hand side of the base. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So just dropping his wall breakers, letting his golem get in there, dropping his second golem out of his clan castle. That Archer Queen, the enemy Archer Queen, the level 9 one, isn't quite locked onto the golems yet, but she just goes right then as I'm saying that she isn't. Clan castle coming out, great lightning spell. Lighting up most of the clan castle there. Using his king's ability just to get in that base a bit more, take out some defences. Archqueen hanging back, working on a elixir collector. Now he's just dropping his Asian wall style of hogs there. Now you can see that his hogs don't really clump together that much. There's just so many buildings that each hog can lock onto individually. There's 2 giant bombs there, and that's no worry because his hogs are just ripping through this base. You see the Golemite triggers another giant bomb there, just working their way through the base, drops his last heal spell, and this is for sure going to be a 3-star attack, no doubt about it. And there we go, just wrapping up the last few defences. Archer Queen's still alive. Going to fast forward it here because it's pretty much just cleanup. He doesn't really have that many hogs left, but he has a lot of cleanup, so that's great. See that enemy king just walking around. He stays up for quite a bit actually. Nothing really locks onto him, but the Archer Queen takes him out just there. Just working his way through the base. And there we go, beautiful 3-star. And next up we've got number 14 for the last attack. By again Greg. Excellent war, Greg. Like I said, 6-star war. It's hard to get and you pulled it off. So I think this one's another Shattered Goho. Yep, there we go. Oh, this one's actually surgical, my bad guys. So just dropping his golems, creating his funnel there, dropping his Archqueen to help take out some of these outside structures. They're all on pretty low hit points, so they're about to start going down. His golems have been locked on by the defences, obviously. He's dropping his wall breakers in there. He didn't get that compartment open with the cannon, which sucks. If he dropped his wall breakers over a little bit more, he would have gotten into that compartment, but no worries, because he's got his jump spell down. Drawing out the clan castle troops, he chucks a lightning on them. Great lightning, he only leaves 1 wizard, so that's awesome work. Using his IQ's ability, she gets targeted by some defences, which is unlucky because the golems do die. Tripping a giant bomb there. Archqueen just hanging back, taking out some buildings. She's about to die, and now he starts doing his surgical part of the raid, just dropping some giants and some hogs behind, just to keep the hogs alive for a bit longer. Trips a giant bomb in there. Now, I like the way that he deals with the giant bombs in this raid. This was a cleanup attack, so he knows where they are. You can see he's funneled them so that they trip the bombs one by one, and then they get fully healed up before they trip the next. So excellent work there by Greg. Dropping some Wizardios around, little Harry Potters, and a few goblins just to help take out the rest of the base, and this is pretty much it. Just going to fast forward it now. It's just clean up. He has plenty of hogs alive, plenty of wizards and goblins, and there's no way that this isn't a 3-star. Excellent war. And here we are. This is the end of the video, guys. Just a few things to say about the war. They didn't use most of their attacks. They had a few left over. But they did give it their all, so props to them. There were a few bases that we left. There were 2 Town Hall 10s that we didn't 2-star. Again, we are working on all that. We want to start getting these perfect wars. Perfect for us, by the way, is all Town Hall 10s 2-starred and all Town Hall 9s 3-starred. But we're starting to get to the stage where in Crusoe's raid, for example, we're starting to 3-star Town Hall 10s. Like I said, they did do quad number 12 of our bases. They did leave Orpheum here alone, but that's quite alright. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.